Greetings. So happy Thursday, happy Jupiter Day. It is our happy hour reading. So I am going to be doing our last happy hour reading for the year because next week we're already going to be in the new year. So this is our last happy hour. So if you want to get in on this, the list is still open. Okay. The menu is in the description box and also pinned in the chat. So if you're on the chat, just hit that black bubble and you'll see the menu. We have $20 general questions, 25 love readings or questions, and 30 for a combo of a general and love reading or question or topic or question. General topic, general love, or general question or general love question for $30 for both. So the option of payments you have is Cash App, which my username is linked. It should be $Walu Child Readings. And then my PayPal link, if you prefer PayPal, just make sure that you leave your question or topic in the notes section, okay? If you want to go anonymous, let me know. If you want to go by a nickname, please let me know, or a YouTube username, initials, let me know. And if you are asking about a person and you mention their name, that stays confidential between me and you. I will never say the person's name on the live unless you leave it in the chat or something. That's the only way that it, is public. But other than that, it's between me and you. I do have a few names on the list already. If you guys have already pre-purchased your happy hour reading or question, your names will be listed in the chat. So far I have 3 people on the list. The list is still open and ongoing. Okay. What I would like to do actually as well, you guys, is I would like to do a kind of like a just kind of a sharing of, what lessons you learned in 2025 or 2024. Sorry, I'm already jumping ahead. 2025, and what blessings have you experienced or what you feel is a blessing for 2024. So before we get into the readings, I just want to take a moment to just reflect and celebrate you guys and celebrate us overcoming this year, because it has been kind of a roller coaster ride, I'll say, for myself personally. But I also want to celebrate this amazing community that I do have on YouTube. Whether it's big or small, I appreciate y'all. Hey, Christina, how are you, sis? Hope you enjoyed your holiday. So yeah, with tonight being our last happy hour reading of the year, I didn't want to pass without showing my gratitude and all of the love and support and the beautiful vibes that those of you have contributed to the channel. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is a little something fun and meaningful at the same time before I get into our readings. I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on my biggest lessons and blessings of 2024. So feel free to share yours in the chat. I'm open to hear it. I'll share mine first to get us, kind of started. I did. Thank you, Christina. I did. It was real chill, real relaxed. Can't complain. So I'm gonna share. So this year has been a ride. It has. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a roller coaster. And I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on my biggest lesson, or lessons, I should say, and blessings with you guys. So I would say one of my biggest lessons was learning to be okay with starting over. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like life threw a little bit of, some curveballs and things like that. And just I wanna, I guess, say that I don't want to get too personal into it, but just things that I thought that I would never have to go back to or return back to, or just like hit that place, that rock bottom place where I'd have to start over in some areas. But, it was such a humbling experience for me, because it's like we can never fully predict how our life is going to go. We can plan as much as we want to, you know, that saying, um, God, God, human plans things, but God laugh. Like, man will make plans, but God will laugh, because God already has their plans. Um, but it was a humble experience for me, and I feel like it made me feel and question whether I had hit a low place in my life. Like honestly, like I felt that I hit like rock bottom, like with not to like the whole extent of my life, but just like a certain area of my life. I was like, damn. But through that, I just realized that starting over does not necessarily mean a fail, if at all. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It's just a chance to realign and rebuild and grow, really, you know? But yeah, so another huge lesson for me was embracing uncertainty. So I guess it kind of ties into the other lesson, but I've always wanted to know exactly where I'm going and how things will turn out for me. I've always found myself kind of controlling things and thinking that, my plans are going to be permanently like a fixed, like, okay, I got my ducks in a row. But even then, like all that pre-planning and like needing to know if things are going to be safe and this is going to work out, like there's no guarantee to that. There's other circumstances that will come into play. So with that, I feel like this year just kind of taught me that sometimes you just have to let go and just trust the process, literally. And we know that, but sometimes like when we actively get like really placed in that position of having to trust the process, it's like it's challenging. So when I did, I saw that, blessings unfolded from that. God always provides, God would always come through. And that gets into my biggest blessing. So that was my lesson. So my biggest blessing I could say out of my year, outside of like, the people that I have in my life and having health, that's substantial, having a roof over my head, so on and so forth, being able to provide and take care of myself and my child, like, things like that. Um, my biggest blessing was seeing the results of some of the manifestations, things that I started to see my manifestations like play out. Um, when I trusted my journey, trusted my intuition, like trusted the inklings, trusted the path, but most importantly, trusting God. And it reminded me that, even when things feel uncertain or undifficult sometimes, or like unknown, there's always something greater working for us. Like always. That divine timing is literally the best timing. Like literally for real. Like, I had an opportunity to work in a space that was outside of town. Like for the summer, I got an opportunity to work in this like dope spot, and I always wanted to like work around other spiritual people and just like the vibe and the energy and stuff like that. And something told me just apply, because I'm like, I don't live there, but I know that I have the means to probably like, stay out there because I have family there, and just kind of, work for the summer. And something told me just apply, call them, see what's up. And I called and like, yeah, let's schedule an interview. And I made my way down there downtown, or out of town, I should say, left out of town, booked this interview. Um, so I was reading. It was a position to be a tarot reader. And I read for one of the shop managers, and then I read for the owner of the shop, and both said yes. And that was a cool experience to have, and just being able to interact with people more in person, because a lot of my clients and readings that I do are based offline and people that I connect with that way. But to connect with people, and I've also done events out here where I live and stuff like that, so I've had face-to-face interactions and stuff like that. But to actually, step outside of my comfort zone and like be around other spiritual people, that was an experience for me, and I just trusted God in that. And of course there was some delays and things, some hiccups and stuff that happened, but God opened that window or that door for me as a way to kind of experience what I needed to. So I knew it wasn't going to last forever. I knew it was a temporary experience. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to share. So if you have a big lesson for 2024 and a blessing for 2024, please share it. And if you don't mind me shouting you out, I will definitely, do that. I would love to acknowledge you guys, but yeah. So Christina says, you found a new love in yourself. You found security with yourself and how you are. You've lost 44 pounds. Okay, shout out to you. But over within myself, you've gained more self mastery. All that trying to pre-plan and control the direction of life this year was about trying to stay afloat. Sometimes you just have to float. Exactly. Trying to fight the tide, you can drown. I won't lie, this new year for me, just trust and have faith because, yeah, for real. That's interesting you mentioned the ocean and the float because I think one of my friends had mentioned something about just being on the boat in the middle of the ocean nowhere. And you really just have to trust your journey sometimes. It's a scary thing. And I think back on it's like a biblical I think it's like a story in the Bible with Jesus and his disciples. They were in a boat and the tides like it was the waters were like raging and they all woke up freaking out and God was like, don't you have faith, don't you trust? And he went back to sleep like nothing was wrong and everybody was like, what's wrong with this dude? So it's like no matter what is going on around you in your environment, your situation, to have faith that things will work out, whether you got to step foot and figure out, okay, I can do this, I can do that and make it happen, make it work. And I can trust that some things I don't have control over and some things will just kind of work itself out in a sense, or things will just fall into place, or people will come in and help and assist, or things may not turn out as bad as we think. It's like you really learn over time. If you look back at most situations that you found to be challenging, or even circumstances where maybe it was, I've been in the position of not having a place to live at some point, but we always figured it out. Some people have to reach the space of where they don't have a place to live and all they have is their car. Some people it's a hotel, some people it's staying with family. And I've been in positions not to the place where I've had to live in a car, but to a point where, yeah, I've had to stay in like hotel stays and shit before. I've had to stay with family before. There's been moments of that, but always finding your way back to back afloat is the thing. And having $0 in your balance and somehow something comes through for you. Like I've been there. Stability is one of probably the biggest challenges I feel like a human will face, and like the fear of their health or something with health. Like one of those things are probably one of the biggest faith challenges ever. How am I going to survive? How am I going to eat? How am I going to make it? How am I going to feed my family might be the biggest thing. And for some, it's health, health crisis, things like that. Um, but what I've learned is the divine, the most high, the universe, always going to show up, always, period. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit has a better plan, always. Because we're only human, in the 3D sense. Like we do have a soul, we do have a higher spirit, and that also assists us and helps us. But sometimes as a human, we get caught up in what we can see, and what we know, and it challenges your faith. Sometimes it challenges your ability to create and to shift or to show up. Like you never know. But this year has really tested that for me in so many ways, like for real. But yeah, that's my testimony. So if you guys want to share yours, I would love to hear it. Um, and I might have something for y'all. For those of you that don't mind sharing your lesson for 2024 and your blessing in 2024, feel free to share it in the chat. I would love to hear it. I'm sure someone else may enjoy it or may find a testimony or inspiration in it. So yeah. Hey Zena, hey sis, how are you? Yeah, I want to see what this year has meant to you. Um, And if you feel comfortable enough, I'll give you guys a shout out. So let's go ahead and tap into this these readings. I'm gonna get into the reading. So I have 3 people on the list so far. So if you guys want to uncover some messages for you guys, maybe some year-end guidances or messages, check out the menu and book your spot on the list. I'll have timestamps available at the end of the live for you to come back to and watch this live or your reading specifically if you would like to. You've learned it. I also sell yourself short when it comes to love and this. I'm glad I've been dating. Yeah, the dating thing, like I'm telling you, like it's a revolution with a lot of women not selling themselves short in love anymore. And I'm really, really like rooting for us, like to choose better and to have healthy connections and relationships, and not just romantically. Like to have healthy relationships in general in our life and not settle for less than that. Anything that adds to your life, to embrace that and celebrate that. And sometimes, like I'll speak for myself, like it's hard sometimes to rest in the fact that you can have genuine connections and people can genuinely love you and even show up for you at times that you feel like you're not good enough or you feel like you're too much or you feel like you're a problem. The people can love you and still show up for you and support you and root for you and encourage you and have patience with you and compassion. Like there's people that will do that for you. And it might seem foreign if you're used to people judging you, criticizing you, abusing you, taking advantage of you, and stuff like that. Like it will feel foreign, but you are um you're worth that. You're worth that. You're more, you deserve that. So yeah, don't compromise this. Like on your terms. I should talk about the whole abstinent journey. I know there's so many topics that I said I want to talk about, but I feel like it's just divine timing, like when I'm in the space to really like go into that. But um the abstinent journey is really like on your terms for real. It's really on your terms, what you feel comfortable with, you know, who you feel comfortable with, like what circumstances. Because my whole thing, it wasn't really necessarily based off of like me being a goody two shoes, like, oh, I'm not gonna have sex. It was more so of like like a spiritual protection for me and a sacred thing of like, if I don't feel safe or comfortable with the person, or I don't feel it's purposeful, it's just like lust, like I'm not gonna give into that. But sometimes we need that sexual healing, but I feel like it's, who you feel safe with, who your energy feels safe with, not just you, but like your whole entire being, your energy, your body, your emotions, like the circumstances got to be right. So, um, Elsena, I see your submissions. I forgot. I didn't see. I just seen it 4 minutes ago. Okay. It just came in 4 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, I just seen it. So let me add you to the list, sis. Okay. All right. So Elsena, you'll be more on Patreon. Yeah. I feel safer to do that on Patreon. Yeah. I just gotta be in the space to like, have the time to like sit because I want to do more like an intimate. Like I don't like coming on camera too much, so I feel like those type of discussions I would like to like be face to face and maybe have Q&As. And I feel like that's more of a sacred circle type of thing rather than like on here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like but I will be doing on Patreon, I'm gonna do a 2025 forecast for the zodiacs. So if you guys are not a Patreon member, y'all gotta join. And I'll schedule a time so you guys can know ahead of time, most likely this weekend on Saturday or something like that, maybe Sunday. Give you guys a heads up about when I'm gonna start that. So all right, let's get into the readings, you guys. Like I said, the list is open. Don't be shy. Share your greatest lessons and blessing for 2024. I may have something for you guys just for participating and sharing, being brave, and sharing that with us. So, Christina, you're first on the list. Your timestamp is, let's do 19 minutes. Okay. Yeah, you're first on the list, sis. So, your question. A love question. If you want to, you can leave it here. I'll wait for you. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to burn my Palo Santo just to clear the energy. Okay, you want to know where is your future spouse at energetically when it comes to you two meeting in the future? Okay, let me burn this Palo Santo real quick and we can get started. Okay. Yeah, and don't miss out tomorrow. I'm gonna do like a special New Year's type of I'm gonna do a New Year's resolution, not resolution, but type of reading for the New Year energy, the numerology round number 9. I'm gonna share a special little ritual or spell that you guys can do for the new year to usher that in, because we do have a new moon in Capricorn on the 30th or the 31st of this month. So very powerful energy. I feel like we need to tap into. So be on the lookout for that for Ghetto Fairy Friday tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. Yeah, the Palo Santo is like so in touch for the season too. I love the smell of Palo Santo wood. It just smells so good. Okay. Wow. Cards. Hold on. Yeah, it just has like this fire pit, firewood or fire. Um, yeah, it smells so good. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance. For Christina, where is her future spouse energetically when it comes to them meeting in the future? These cards are flying out. Where is Christina's future spouse energetically? Thank you, Divine Spirit, for your divine guidance, truth, and clarity. Yeah, Sage is good too, always. Oh my God, these cards. Hold on, they going crazy. Topsy turvy. Yes, Palo Santo. I don't know, it's something about Palo Santo, but Sage, that's a good one. And Rosemary is really like slept on, kind of. Like Rosemary is powerful too. I love rosemary, especially for like holidays, like rituals and work. Cinnamon, pumpkin spice too. Pumpkin seeds are really good too for manifestation. Just saying, don't sleep on pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds is really good for um money magic too, for sure. Cranberries, something with cranberries too is significant. I think poinsettia plants are also powerful for manifestation too as well. And it's more like, holiday type vibes to that too. Okay, so where is your future spouse energetically when it comes to you guys meeting or coming together in the future? You have Death, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Hierophant. Hmm. I feel like you both may be mirroring to an extent. So I feel like you both may be like right now energetically where it comes to you guys meeting, it's like this person could be going through a major shift in their life, like certain things they're called to um cut out of their life, release. They could be kind of growing and changing significantly, or it might feel kind of like a painful transition, but nonetheless it's necessary, it's needed. You guys might be kind of mirroring each other when it comes to being more receptive, more open, or sharing parts of yourself maybe that you don't feel comfortable always with giving or sharing. Kind of like you hold very close to your chest, like the things that, like intimate things, like you might not trust people, you know, um, you might not trust people as easily, or it takes a long time for you to feel safe and comfortable within someone's energy. Um, yeah, because I kind of get like your person is defensive or they're not as open as they could be. This person could be desiring love and relationship as well with the Hierophant. Like this person does desire love at the end of the day, but there is more of this. I can't let anyone get too close to me. They feel like it's a weakness or it's like a fear of becoming weak. And then your energy is kind of similar, but it's different. It could be just like a heavy fear around, I don't know, like being seen in a certain way. Like you may feel that people see you in a way that's not true, or they idealize you, or they lust after you, but it's like you feel they don't, if they were to really get to know who you really were, they wouldn't appreciate it or something. So there could be a fear around that. Whereas your person is like they struggle with this trust issue as far as like if I let someone in, I feel like I'm gonna become weak, or they're gonna see me as weak, or my defenses are down, so I could potentially get hurt. So you both are mirroring in that way. So I feel like energetically you guys are working through these things maybe differently, or how it's affecting you guys are working through that in your own way. But you both share a desire with the Hierophant, I feel like, to commit, have a sacred union in marriage. But it could also be like reprogramming yourself in what love is supposed to be, or thinking that, what I want is going to be a challenge, or I don't know how to explain this, but it's like a energy, it's a challenging energy that you guys are breaking past or breaking through. Okay. You love juniper berries? I never use those. Hmm. I've never used that. It makes sense. I'm glad. What's crazy, I heard I don't know how true this is. I've never done it before. I know like I've worked with dirt before, like different dirt. So like let's say for instance, like you're trying to win a court case or something, you'll get dirt from a court. Like you'll get some yard or some dirt, sorry, some dirt from a court. But like a bank, I've heard people say that they've used dirt from a bank to like help them manifest things in their finances. Yeah, the courthouse dirt, yeah. Railroad dirt. I've heard people use red dirt, like red, yeah. Church dirt, graveyard dirt. We know the graveyard. I mean, some of us like graveyard stuff. Some stuff I don't be fucking with. Like if it's not my time to be like dealing with certain stuff, I'm not doing it. But definitely, I've heard about the graveyard dirt, courthouse dirt, railroad dirt, church dirt, and I've heard people use bank, like go to certain banking areas or whatever, and pick up some dirt and use it for magic around their finances. So that's interesting. I don't know. But yeah, as far as your love energy goes, that's what I'm picking up. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands, and the top of the deck, you have the King, or sorry, the Knight of Cups. Sorry, the Knight of Cups energy. So, I feel like your person wants love. They are very romantic, a very lovey-dovey, maybe like very romantic type of vibe, and you may be too. But it's like you guys have to push through, and it's not, I don't feel like it's something that is a lot of work. It's just like kind of sticking to something that you've already been working towards, whether you know it consciously or subconsciously, or it's just like rising to the occasion of what you need to surpass. Federal money, because yeah, that's true. That is very true. um you don't know like what that dirt, like, yeah, like what's, if it's been tainted. I'll be thinking about shit like that too. I'll think about things too deep sometimes. I'll be like, that's why, like, excuse me, that's why I like to smudge and purify like candles and like spiritual tools that I use, that I buy, whether it's online or whether it's from a store, a grocery store, or a shop or something like that. I like to cleanse my shit or smudge it, if I can, because you don't know whose hands have been on it, what type of energy they have. Because all types of people go in like those spiritual stores. Sometimes I'll be buying my candles and stuff from like grocery stores, and especially if you're getting shit from like Walmart and those spiritual shops. Not everybody's energy is on the right, right place. Even if it's someone's anxious or they're in fear, but some people are just like they have demonic energy on them, and then you picking up candles that person potentially touched. I even go to the extent of like, I don't pick up the first candle I see unless I'm guided to. I'll feel around the candles. Like there's a whole thing. Like I have to look at the candle, make sure the shit is centered for one. Because sometimes, when you buy like those 7-day candles, the wick will be like kind of off center. Like I be looking into everything. I don't just be picking up shit. Yeah, you have to. I don't like just picking up anything. And that's why I like to buy my own Florida water. Like it's such a very heavily, like, it's kind of like this heavy thing. Like it's been around forever, but it's so commercialized, like, oh, I got to get my Florida water. But even then, like, whoever made it, you don't know like what their energy is and what their intentions. That's why I like to make my own shit. Like, I learn the ingredients, I put my own energy into it, my own um ingredients in there. I try not to deviate too much from it, but I trust my own shit because, like, yeah, Florida water smells amazing, and like I love the way Peruvian water smells too. Like the what's their name? Murray and Landman, I think is their name of the brand. The cologne smells so good. Like, don't get me wrong, that shit smells so good. But I prefer my own stuff, like using my own stuff. Yeah. 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 The more like your spiritual journey, like I do appreciate traditions of things personally. Like I appreciate sticking to certain things traditionally. However, I feel like sometimes it can become very restrictive when people try to take it on as like, okay, everybody got Florida water, but it's like, there might be things outside of Florida water that you need, or it might require something that's not as commercial or outside of yourself. We take these spiritual tools or these things that we're given and we give it too much energy, too much power, or we don't know how to wield our own power into things sometimes. We think that it's the substance or it's the cards or it's the candle, it's the crystal that's doing all of it, but it's really all about your energy and your intention too at the end of the day, if that makes sense. Give me 1 second, you. Okay. Yeah, right. I understand. Like this is the thing too, like with spirituality, and that I say the same thing about Christianity or whatever spiritual religion. You don't have to tell people, "Oh, I'm a this, I'm a Christian, or I'm a this, I'm a witch, I'm a priestess, I'm a priest, I'm a whatever." You don't gotta say it. It's all in your energy, and it, like you said, you try to cloak it to protect yourself. Like as much as I try to like go in like workspace outside of what I do, like an actual workspace, like um a 9 to 5 workspace where there's not like it's not a spiritual type of environment. It's just like a work environment. People still can pick that shit up off of you no matter how much you try to cloak it. It's just who you are. But I feel like you don't gotta shout it from the rooftops, like you said. Like this is who I am and this is what I did. Like you don't gotta tell people I'm a Christian. Your energy, this is the thing that kills me, and I don't mean to go in on Christianity because that is where I came from, and I still want to do a video on um church hurt, religious hurt. I still want to do a topic, a reading on, or not a reading. I want to do a video discussion on that. Just openly talk about that because I feel like the misconception with um the misconception of like religion too, and the wounds around that and the stress around that is people saying that they're Christians, but they don't walk in Christian like energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they don't walk in that Christ like energy or Christ consciousness, as we call it in the spiritual community. And people that proclaim that they're so spiritual and they're so this and so that, some of them have the nastiest energy. And I find like that's kind of the commonality that so-called religious or Christian people have with spiritual people is like some of them that profess that they're all these things, but they don't walk in that. They don't exude that. And spirituality and Christianity, what I found is like it's not about being a perfectionist human being or perfect human being, or this is what spirituality looks like, because spirituality just represents being of spirit. Like that is it's many facets of spirituality. Like I say sexuality, right? Sexuality has different facets of it that you can tap into or resonate with or exude. Spirituality, same thing. There's different levels of spirituality that you can resonate with and also walk in. So a person being spiritual does not mean that necessarily they are good or they're bad. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different layers of spirits. So like when you say I'm spiritual or I tap into spirituality, you could be talking about demonology, you can be talking about angelic realms, you can be talking about extraterrestrial realms. You can be talking about different spiritual concepts. It's like it's a wide range of things. You can't put that shit in a box. Just like with Christianity, they try to put it in a box and fix it into this perfect perception of things, and it's a lot of fear consciousness in Christianity. But if you're talking about Christ like energy, when you talk about Christ, people ain't walking like Christ energy. Christ was not a uptight, bougie ass, judgmental, critical character at all. He was very powerful and very mystical at the same time, very metaphysical, like a metaphysical person and character, a healer, a prophet, all those different layers of things. He was human, he was compassionate, but he played no games. Like, there's so many different facets of Christianity, and I feel like people only fixate on the man-made concept of what Christianity is. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic, child. We can go on and on with that. Yeah, it's so much, like the whole Bible thing, child. It's God. I don't even know where to begin with that. I want to do a topic on that one day. We're gonna do that. Give me 1 second, real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm trying to make sure my brother is okay where he's at. But yeah, let's get into the next reading. Miss Ashley, you're up next. Is 20? Is it 26 or 36? 3622. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the list is still open. If you guys are interested. Okay, so Christina, or Ashley, sorry. Ashley says, let's tap into your reading. So you want to know what happened. I'm not going to read it out loud. Sis, I'm sorry to hear that. I thought it was going to happen. Well, let's see. We'll see. See what happened. Nina. That Ryan Gosling. Ashley. Tower in reverse. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, King of Swords. It's not anything that you did wrong. It's not anything that you did wrong. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, King of Swords. So and then you have the Five of Swords. So this could have you in your head, but it's not anything that you did wrong. Let me just reiterate that. I do feel there's a potential, like Spirit wants you to look at this different. They don't want you to look at this as something negative. Um, I feel like I would take, there could have been like some, if not criticism, then just maybe things maybe to reevaluate, sit with, take in, that maybe, because I don't feel like this is a complete no. And what I mean by that is this opportunity may come around again. Like, if this is something you really want, I feel like you could go at it again. Because I felt good around this company. I feel like it was something here for you. I feel like Spirit is saying don't look at it as a complete no, because this could come around again. Now, there's certain things the Spirit wants you to take from this that you could learn, or okay, I'll take that into consideration, or like, this is what I can do differently later on. This is an experience that Spirit does want you to take, but they don't want you to be stuck in your head thinking that it was something that you said or that you did wrong. This King of Swords could have been the decisive factor, the person that made the final decision of who they chose, who they wanted. The Five of Swords do not look at this as a loss, although it could feel like it. The Death card, this is a period for you, I feel like, that this door not opening right away, I feel like there's something you can take from it. I'm not exactly sure what it is. There's two references to butterflies here in the King of Swords and in the Death card. There's butterflies here. There's 4 in the Death card and there's 3 in the King of Swords. There's going to be a change in your stability, I'm getting. Like, regardless of this situation, there's a shift or a change that's going to happen in your finances, in your life, in your stability, your foundation that you're creating. So Spirit is saying to keep your options open, keep looking. I don't know if there's another opportunity in this specific position or at this particular branch, or there's another branch that you could apply for, but there's something around this that feels like it's not completely a no to me. I don't feel like it's a complete no. I want to ask the King of Swords, like, what was their deciding factor? What was the King of... Okay, thank you. Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands. I don't feel like it was anything to do with you. They may have already had someone that they chose first, because they saw your energy as receptive. It sounded like it was open. It was ready for, to be on board. For some reason, I don't know if... I don't know, this Queen of Cups, I feel like that's you. The Queen of Cups is you, but I'm getting something else with this. Let me see. I'm going to clarify one more time. Actually, I'm going to use this deck, because this deck be like raw. This Oracle deck. The Lovers. Yeah, there could have been like some familiar people within. I don't know if they hired within the company or someone that they already knew or someone that knew someone that already worked there, but it almost feels like there was a little bit of like an emotional attachment to the decision that they made. So I wouldn't take it too personal. It wasn't anything with you, because the way that this King of Swords is looking at you is someone that was enthusiastic, someone that felt in alignment, someone that was open. But with the Lovers, it felt like they went with someone based off of a personal connection or something like that, someone that maybe is already tied into the company or someone that knew somebody. It kind of gives that vibe. But I don't know, I keep getting this strong feeling like, don't like fully write this off. And if it's not in this branch, like if you come back to it later, it's maybe another apple branch or something. But yeah, I wouldn't completely write this off, or this company as a whole off, if not this branch or building, somewhere else or at a later time. Yeah, but it was nothing that you did wrong. It wasn't anything against you. I don't feel like it was something you lacked. Yeah, you're welcome. You did? Yeah. Just keep doing it. Yeah. Because it may not be this time or it may not be this particular branch, but I don't feel like it's a no, because I felt good around the whole Apple energy. I know. Yeah, you did. I don't feel like it was anything wrong with the way that you interviewed her. It's not, it wasn't anything to do with you. I'm not picking that up. And I can't stand when companies do that, where like they just choose people based off of like who they know. And yeah, I feel like it was nothing. Yeah, I'm not getting anything negative against you. I don't see that. Hold on real quick. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, sis. I'm sending you the best of luck. Yeah, you said they didn't interview well. I don't know. From what I'm getting, it felt like they hired somebody that they already knew, or somebody knew that person. It felt personal. It didn't feel like a random stranger type of vibe. I didn't get that from them. Yeah. So I wouldn't take it personal, sis. It doesn't feel like it was the most professional decision. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm wishing the best of luck, sis, and I trust that things will work out. It may not be like right now, or maybe that particular like branch itself, but yeah, I wouldn't give up. Not in the least bit. Okay. So I can't do that. I can't. No. My family is annoying as fuck, child. Like I can't with these ninjas. Okay. All right, let's switch gears. Ashley, I'm sending much love to you, sis. I hope you've enjoyed your holiday. Try to enjoy your New Year's. I don't know if you're celebrating. Be safe. And yeah, if you guys want to participate, you don't have to, but if you want to share like your biggest lesson or lessons of 2024 and your biggest blessing or blessings of 2024, we'd love to hear it. And I'll shout you out if you don't mind sharing. So let's get into the next read. Indigo, you're up next. Elsena, you're after Indigo. If anyone else is interested, the list is still open. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, Samantha, I see you, sis. Okay. Elsena, Samantha. Okay. Let me see. Is this in order? Yeah, Elsena and then Samantha. Samantha, you will be after Elsena. So Indigo, you're up next. Elsena and then Samantha. List is still open if you're interested. So Indigo, your timestamp is 4640. Okay. Let's see. So you want a general read and a love read. Okay. And your message is on. Okay, let me go see. Okay. Thank you, Indigo sis. Gia, I did enjoy. I chilled on my holiday, girl. I hope you enjoyed yours too. Come on. Okay, so you want to know about this guy. You liked his style. You think he liked yours too, but an incident happened where he pulled his energy away. Because he did that, you did something out of spite slash anger and sadness because you couldn't be with this person and you wanted to. You just wanted to know how this person feels about you, if anything at all, and if you could possibly interact more in 2025. Um, hey Mars, how are you, sis? Okay, let me see. All right, ask for permission to tap into the guy of interest, the romantic interest that Gia is asking about. This person's feelings and energy towards her. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys want to drop a thing that you've learned, your biggest lesson in 2024 and biggest blessing in 2024, and I'll shout you out if you don't mind. We just want to share the energy, the vibes, reflect, support each other, I might have something for y'all for participating. You don't have to. Okay, so Gia. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Wands, the Fool. There's a attraction between the two of you. Um, Definitely you guys, I feel like, had a vibe or a chemistry. I feel like this person did like your energy. You, of course, like you said, you were feeling this person's energy. They might have felt like maybe you guys shared a lot of similarities, a lot of things that they liked about you. They might have picked up something about immaturity or something wasn't as, hey, Michelle, I hope you're well too, sis. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. I don't know why I get this vibe that I don't know if it's something to do with the outburst or something, but they may have felt like you weren't mature or you in some kind of way maybe you lacked maturity. It could be in some area of like taking action or they felt like they were a little bit more experienced in some kind of capacity. I'm gonna be honest, it may be like some sexual type of energy. Like they felt like maybe you weren't as experienced in the sexual department as they are or something. It's something weird with that. Um but I don't feel like that's something you should be like in your head about though. This person is attracted to you, you're attracted to them, you guys share the vibe. And I feel like for the most part with the Fool card, this was some sort of like lighthearted energy, just kind of to be open, have a good time, have fun. This person seems to be kind of seasoned in the area of like dating or pursuits. Like they're not shy, they're not they're not shy in the bedroom, they're not shy about going after or getting what they want. They may feel like you might be a little bit shy, like you're not the most assertive person, but they feel like you were open to them, like y'all shared some sort of exchange that they liked. But it seems like if you guys were to surpass this kind of like surface level um sexual energy, I feel like this person's energy wasn't really like if you wanted something a little bit more from them or wanted to date them or get to know them a serious level. No, hold on. These people drive me nuts. My mom and then my brother, they drive me off the fucking wall. But yeah, I get that this person is not a big of a loss. I don't feel like it's anything to take too like to heart, like as far as oh he wasn't feeling me and it was something I did wrong. Um, it just kind of felt like he was. It was more so like superficial interactions. Like I feel like this person is like a flirt. They're they're confident in their ability to get what they want or who they want, or they're not afraid to approach. Even if they get rejected, it's not a big deal for them. They might be someone that's very sexually active or they feel very confident in that area. I feel like this person did have a sexual attraction towards you. It was more so like fun type vibes for them, if that makes sense. So it's not like a loss, like, oh, this dude was like a guy that, was emotionally available and we could build something. Like, no. Mm-mm. No. Okay. No. So your general question, is there anything your spiritual team wants to tell you? Okay. Transforming from trauma doesn't mean going back to where I was, but looking forward to the new person you can be. Yeah, absolutely. Yours, Samantha, is challenging the belief that you need to be perfect to be liked, to be loved. Embracing your authentic self and allowing others to see that was the biggest lesson and blessing this year is you see your value now and create healthy boundaries. Yeah. Yep. Shout out to both of y'all, Mars, Samantha. Okay, thank you, Michelle. But yeah, those are very, very key things and lessons to learn and beautiful things to take with you in 2025, most definitely. Okay, so general message for Gia. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're working through seeing the truth with this person, the guy that you just asked about. So it's kind of jumping back into that. You're learning through seeing something that you need to see about dude, or maybe even people or guys or just energies like that. Because I don't feel like it's a terrible person, but when it comes to love, this is not an ideal connection for you. It's not something that um it's not a healthy energy to, like, I don't feel like your spiritual team wants you to stay stuck on this situation or to look at it in a negative or project this back towards yourself as something you've done wrong, because it's not. um Another thing too, I feel like it could be that you are very close to setting yourself free or getting out of your own way when it comes to it's like you kind of have to take a step back and look at things. And I don't know if you kind of make the default of falling into letting a person choose for you, like whether they want to pursue or they like you, rather than you having the opportunity or giving yourself the opportunity or permission to, even authority and permission to choose, like whether you like this person. Do you see a future? Do you see something in this person that's worth giving your energy to, rather than like, let me see if they like me back, or are they going to pursue me? It's like, give yourself the permission to make that decision. Do you like them? You know, I feel like this is going to like kind of free you of that entrapment of what does this person think, and it's something with this person that may trigger that or activate this or break this. I'm gonna clarify with this oracle deck real quick. Yeah, in some way I feel like you're gonna take your power back, and it's through like the truth kind of hurts sometimes. The truth may make you upset with yourself or make you upset with people, but it's like just the acceptance of the fact, like, okay, it's all about me taking my power back, me stepping into my authority and my truth. You have the last hoorah. Yeah, so kind of like it's your choice at the end of the day, like who you fuck with, and not allowing somebody else to dictate that. Like, yeah, they have free will. They can choose whether they want to align with you or not. But at the end of the day, it's up to you what you want and who you allow to entertain, like who you entertain, who you give your energy to, the boundaries that you have. It's in your power, in your hands to do that. Yeah. Let me see. I want to see what this card, the last hoorah. Did I skip it? Hold on. It's triple X. I hate these Roman numerals. Oh, I just passed it. Okay, so last hoorah says things are most definitely not looking good, but that's not stopping you from going all in. You're a ride or die, loyal, committed. Your friends can count on you to ride at dawn. You may be fighting a losing battle, but you're digging your heels into your horse for one last time. Even when all signs point to plummeting to a swift death, you at least could keep a good attitude about it. Your loyalty is admirable. So I feel like this is also to a lesson or a message to know when to tap out of situations and discern when they're working, when they're not working. And don't look at it as something that you did wrong or you weren't good enough. It's discerning again, like you have the power to choose what's for you, what's not for you, what you choose to put your energy into, even if it's like you dig your heels in the ground, like the card says. Like sometimes maybe you're just like, yeah, I know that maybe this ain't working, but I'm going to put my best forward in it and I'm going to make it happen. It's like you have a strong dedication, but channel that dedication into where it benefits you, where it aligns with you, where it's fair, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like if someone else is not going all in, going as hard as you are, making the effort or the dedication, it's like, okay, that's my cue to go. I'm stepping back. Yeah. All right, so Gia, that is what I see for you. Okay. All right, sis. I'm wishing you much love, many blessings, and divine protection in this next upcoming year. Enjoy your weekend. Okay. Enjoy your holiday because I think next week is New Year's, right? So be safe out there, sis. As always, much love to you. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, so I have, let's see, Michelle. I don't know if she's gonna hop on, but I know Elsena and Samantha are up next. The list is still open if you guys are interested. So I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break real quick. I'm gonna be right back. But if you guys want to leave a comment, you guys are free to do that. Okay. Okay, I see you. Thank you, sis. I'll add you to the list. So you'll be after Samantha. Okay, thank you, sis. Yeah, so if you guys want to leave more comments about the blessings and lessons that you guys have come to in 2024, we'd love to hear. And like I said, I may have something for y'all. I appreciate it. I'll be right back though, you guys. I have to make a quick bathroom run. If anyone asks, the list is still open if they're interested. Foxy, you leaving? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Christina. Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's something that resonates probably for all of us. Like I can relate to both Mars and Sam's and yours for sure. Yeah. Okay. So let's hop back into the chat. So Elsena, you're up next. Samantha, and then Michelle. If anybody else is interested, we can keep the party going. But if not, um, that will conclude the live. But let's see, Elsena. Elsena, yours is hold on. 6433. Okay. So 10433. Yeah, I feel like people do like um authenticity and some people don't really, honestly. That triggers some people shit. Some people don't like authenticity, unfortunately. Yeah. Elsena, you're really getting into self-love and acceptance like never before. Or you've never reached this level before, and it helps you to weed out who's good, who's not good for you, and it feels great. Most definitely. The more you appreciate your own energy and you see the value in it, the more you don't play about it, for sure. Most definitely. Yeah, and authenticity does lack a little bit, but I mean, like, I feel like the whole performity thing, it's like I don't know, maybe it's like 50-50. Like, some people enjoy the performance, the performance and stuff, and it's kind of scary to show up as your authentic self. Not everybody has the bravery to be themselves or to even be a portion of their authentic self. It's like, well, I want to fit in, I want to make it under this circumstance and that circumstance. But to fully be your authentic self it really takes confidence and courage and bravery to do that. It really does. And some people get triggered by that shit. They don't like that shit sometimes. But yeah, Elsena, I hope your holiday was okay. I wanted to ask you, but I felt kind of like nosy asking like how things have been, like if that situation has worked out or worked itself out, or came to a positive conclusion. But yeah, let's see, what is the general messages that your divine team has for you? Let's see, divine spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom. Thank you for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. Let's see, Elsena. Okay. Wow. Okay, you have some interesting cards. You have quite a few cards I wanted to come out for you. So, oh, that should be fun, Christina. I'm sure she'll like that. Both of you guys will enjoy that, I'm sure. Yeah, they're getting better. That's good. I'm happy to hear that, sis. Yeah. Because I be thinking about people. I don't like hearing people going through stuff. I be hoping, things get resolved. But yeah, so let's get into your energy. I'll see and see what's up. So you have quite a few cards I wanted to come out. Judgment, Six of Pentacles, the Moon, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Empress. So yeah, some of the steps or the actions that you've been guided to take, or you feel like certain things need to be addressed, certain things need to be kind of addressed and laid to rest, so to speak. Like, you might feel the call to prioritize your situations, your energy, a little bit differently, or maybe more better, or just like evenly distribute your energy here or there, or this is what I'm going to put my energy towards, this is what I'm not, or this is how much energy I feel I need to invest in. But also it could be financially as well. Like, it could be um certain things that you'll be guided to do, or you are currently being guided to do, that's setting you in a healthier path in the future. Because with the moon card, like, yeah, you might be at a space where it feels unknown, but little do you know. And it's so interesting that these same flowers or similar flowers in the judgment card are present in the moon. It's like these flowers with faces on them. I feel like this represents your growth. This represents like the different areas of your life that you have been growing or putting your energy or focus in, being patient in, even the areas where you feel like you're not sure of yourself, or you're not 100% sure that you're doing the right thing, or you're on the right track, or you're making the right changes or decisions. Nonetheless, though, it's like, even in that, the lack that you might feel, or the fear of lack, your shift, your changes, or whatever it is that you're being guided to shift and change it, how you're prioritizing, how you're managing your energy, your life, or your environment, and or your money, your situation, it's going to land you in a far more better position. And I feel like maybe, I don't know, I feel like come maybe Pisces season, Pisces, maybe even into like spring, early spring, so like maybe Taurus season potentially. Um, your energy could be a lot more lighter, because where you're at right now, you can't really see. You can't see how things are going to work out. And sometimes we're not meant to. Like on a human level, we're not supposed to know how everything is going to map out or play itself out. But in this instance, I feel like whatever steps or things you're being guided to do now, like I'm hearing cover your ass or cover your butt, but not in a way like from fear. It's just like maybe practical common sense things, or just like a smart way of managing or taking care of things, or maybe even a way that you didn't do before, you never thought about, but it's for the best interests of the highest good of you, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's see. This deck is a little interesting, but I'm going to use it anyway. Okay, you have the death card too in this deck. Excuse me. So maybe it feels like a little bit of some hiccups like around in your life, but the truth is that there's a major shift and transformation for the better. Like one energy dying so that a new energy can, come about, to manifest, to shift. So this could even be you changing and shifting with the Empress card. Like a part of yourself is coming to a close so that a new energy can rise and resurrect. And I feel like you're going to have plenty of what you need. So, yeah, plenty of what you need. All right, sis. So that's what I see as far as the energy goes that's coming through. I hope that, that's enough to give you some clarity, maybe confirmation, comfort and revelation, maybe. But yes, sis, wishing you many blessings and things fall into alignment for you and continue to fall into alignment for you. And yes, I appreciate you, sis. I hope you enjoy your holidays. I don't know if you're gonna be celebrating New Year's or New Year's Eve, or just like do something, sacred for yourself indoors. But nonetheless, enjoy, be safe. If I don't see you in another live, take care of yourself. Happy New Year to you. That's what's happening. Good. Yeah. Ashe. I'm happy for you. So much love, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you to all the ladies so far. I appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and tap into the next read. Your champagne, girl, I hear you. Enjoy it. Yes. I should have popped some champagne on here with y'all. I had some apple I had some sparkling apple cider, but it was a part of a drink that I made yesterday. So I kind of made like a little holiday drink. Um I had this cranberry Stella. You guys know Stella wine probably. Stella wine. It was like a cranberry flavor. I bought some sparkling apple cider, and I put a little bit of silver tequila in there, but a little cinnamon, and kind of shook it up and made it like a little holiday drink. It was good. And then when I ran out of the cranberry Stella, because I couldn't find it on Christmas Day anywhere, like there was hardly no stores open, of course, and they didn't have that cranberry. They had the Stella Black, which is good. It was a good alternative. So same ingredients with the exception of the wine being different, and then shook it up, put the cinnamon in there. It was pretty good. I will say that. So that was my little holiday drink yesterday. Yeah, because I stayed home. I didn't go to my grandma's house with the rest of my family. I stayed at home and we cooked. Me and my mom, we cooked. My mom cooked like the meats. So she cooked like, she made some ham, she made some Cornish hens with dressing, and I made the sides. I made candy yams, collard greens, and macaroni and cheese, and then the little holiday drink. So it was good. Can't complain. Yes, hopefully, I don't know what I'm gonna do for New Year's. I don't know if I want to be around all my family members or I just want to chill. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see, because I'm trying to get everybody to go in on some gumbo and some black eyed peas. Like, can we do that for New Year's Eve? That would be lovely. And some drinks. I'm down. Oh, so does my baby. My baby turns 15 next month. That's funny. Yeah, my daughter turns 15 at the end of next month. But yeah, I still need to get our purse. Like, I feel ashamed, but like, I've been sleeping on that. I haven't even turned in our paperwork for our passports, girl. But yeah, she should enjoy it. Does she have to have a passport to go to Bahamas? I thought the Bahamas. I might be stupid. I know some of the Virgin Islands is in the U.S. I thought the Bahamas was a part of that. I could be tripping. Because some cruise ships are okay with birth certificates. I think my first cruise I ever took, I think I was 18, and they were good with my passport. I mean, not my passport, with my birth certificate. I don't know if they do that. I don't know. I thought they did. But yeah, you may go, girl. I'm jealous. I want some gumbo so bad. I want some seafood gumbo. I want some okra, not fried okra. I like my okra slimy. I'm not the biggest fan of fried okra. Sometimes I do like it kind of like tough, like if I'm making like a stir fry or something. But I prefer my okra slimy. That's just me. I like it. And I want some black eyed peas too. I want some black eyed peas and some rice, and I want some seafood gumbo for New Year's Eve. That's what on my wish list. That's what I want. I don't know about anybody else, but that's what I want. Are they? Oh shit. So your daughter, she's an Aquarius or she a Capricorn? Because my daughter's a cusp. She's a Capricorn Aquarius cusp. That's interesting. And they're both 15. Yeah, my child talking about she want a nose piercing for her birthday. I'm like, girl, I don't know about that. Okay, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, but I guess it's not bad because my dad took me to get my belly pierced and I was like 6. Like what? Like that's crazy. I don't know because I'm sitting over here like I don't know about no nose ring, child. My whole dad took me to go get me a belly piercing at 16. Like what? But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, when you don't have a passport. Okay. Yeah, she's Aquarius. Yeah, my daughter is like right on the cusp of a Cap Aquarius. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it happened so fast. Like I'm like, you about to be 15? Like I'm still thinking she's like 13. Like you wish. It's crazy, girl. Yeah, at least she's not asking me for a tattoo. Now that I'm not doing. We're not doing that at 15. That's not happening. All right, I don't want to delay anyone's reading. Let me get back because I'm like all over the place. I'm like sidetracked. They grow too. They do. I'm like, oh my God, weren't you just like 10 like a few years ago? Literally, like you were 10. As last as I can remember, you were in elementary school. Like now you're in high school. Like what the fuck? Child, it goes by so fast for real. Like I can't catch my breath. Okay, let me see. So 1832, 11832 is Samantha's timestamp. Hopefully you're still on here, Samantha, because I know we've been over here just going and bumping our gums. No, I love the interaction though. I like when y'all like we all just come on and interact. It's needed. So Samantha, your question is what does the Holy Spirit want you to know right now? And what might be coming up for you in your love life in 2025? Okay. Not you had to join in the motion. See, my child got like I think she has an Aries moon and an Aries rising. I'm like, fuck, like bitch, you're a force to be reckoned with. I don't know if I have time for all of this. Okay, I just don't know. She's a lot, child. Like just it's a lot of energy. Okay, she's very sure of herself. I will say that. Like she's very sure of herself. She's just like she don't play. Like very sure of herself. At 15 years old or 14 years old. Granted, she still has like little, young ways and stuff about her, but she's very sure of herself, very independent energy. All right, let's see. Samantha, what is the messages that your divine team want you to know at this time? What does Samantha's divine team want her to know at this time? Okay. All right. Oh, nope. Seashell, what you doing, sis? Get back to where you at. All right. We'll pull one more or two. Okay. So, not bad. I feel like it's just like a message to encourage you, to motivate you in your current journey or what you've had to learn thus far. So with the 5 of Swords, like there might be feelings of losses or feeling like you could have did better or what did you do wrong. Like there's those feelings, but I feel like granted, like you understand that some battles are not meant to be won or won in the way that we expect. Doesn't necessarily mean that we lost. It just means it's not in the way that we would have perceived or expected it to, to happen. So yeah. So I just get that the lesson in this is something to keep your heart open or to remind you not to lose that purity in your heart space, because there's something beautiful that will birth from this. And I feel like the lesson and the compassion as well, there's something about compassion or looking at certain situations, especially if things did not work out with people, or people can be shitty, or people that may have not shown up in the best way for you, or in a loving or supportive or reliable, most upright way. And so kind of look at it from a perspective of these are people that are also, maybe as I was broken, or not able to give or to extend, or didn't give themselves a chance even to experience better, so they projected that onto me. And because I didn't know like that I deserve more or better, I accepted it. So it's kind of just seeing this from a place of compassion for both sides of the spectrum. If this is like if this includes how you feel about yourself due to others energy towards you, if that makes sense. um this is meant to empower you. Like I said, with the Magician card, there's something about finding empowerment in your energy. You might even be a little bit more empowered as far as what you have the capacity to manifest. It's like if I didn't experience this, I wouldn't know what my potential was in this level or this capacity or in this space or this circumstance, or this area of my life. Like I hear the word, I'm hearing level up. The 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck is like to keep persevering, keep pushing. This isn't a time like when you feel the most pressure or when you feel like the odds are stacked against you. That is not a sign for you to fight up against someone else, but to continue to like fight for yourself, or to push yourself, or to not give up on yourself. Knowing when to back away from what doesn't work, but not give up on yourself, if that makes sense. It's like redirection, shifting, not backing down. It's like, I don't care if there's 10 adversaries against just one me, because in essence, it's not just one you. Like you have a whole team that's behind you, but it's almost like sometimes I always reference this, but I have to because I feel like it's the best depiction of like a practical level of how I can describe this. But like sometimes when you feel like you're alone and you're fighting a battle, and it's like, well, spirit, where are you? Or where's my angels? Where's my ancestors? Like, what's up? Why am I out here fighting alone? Why am I going through my trying times alone? I think about that movie about Ray Charles, the movie Ray that starred Jamie Foxx. It was a scene when Ray Charles was a little boy, and this is when he started to go blind. And at this point, I think he was already blind actually. And his mother was in the kitchen with him, and he was like stumbling to find his way around the kitchen. And she stood back because she taught him while he was going blind how to find things in the house and how to use his senses. So she taught him his way around the house and around his home, to like, okay, this is the kitchen, this is that, this is the doorway, this is the steps. Count how many steps it takes to get to the front door, to get up and down the stairs or whatever. And so the point where he was blind, he stumbled and he called out for his mom. And even though it was like a mother's instinct is to run and help, she had to stand back and she just allowed him to figure it out. So he started hearing the things around him in the kitchen. So with his memory, he was like, okay, I'm in this area of the kitchen and this is over here and this is over there. And he started to find his way, and he sensed his mother in the corner, and she started to cry because he was like, you're right there. So it's like with spirit, sometimes like we think spirit has abandoned us, when in actuality it's just spirit allowing us to use the tools that we already have, the instincts that are already given to us, and to strengthen them and to tap into them more so we trust ourselves. But divine source never leaves us. It's God's source. Our divine team is always there. So that's kind of the example that I'm getting from some of this energy as well. Okay. I hope that resonates. I hope that makes sense. So let's see love energies for 2025. A Virgo rising with Aries moon. Oh, child. I don't know about the Virgo energy, girl. But them Virgo energies is very like resilient people. I'll say that. Very. Sometimes they don't be knowing their own strength. Like they don't be seeing it sometimes. All right, let's see. They have to remind themselves. It's like they need that push, that I gotta accomplish and achieve something that I think I can't, just to remind myself that I can. That's what Virgo energy gives sometimes. Let's see. What might be coming up in your love life in 2025? What might be coming up in Samantha's love life in 2025? What might be coming up in 2025? What might be coming up in 2025 in love for Samantha? Justice, Three of Swords. That's a Libra energy. Hierophant, or King of Pentacles. Why say Hierophant? Because he kind of looks like him, but not really. Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Magician. You have the power to restore some things in love. Especially through working through heavy energies around love, because Libra energy rules the seventh house, partnerships, contracts, marriages. The Three of Swords is also Libra. So Justice and Three of Swords are Libra placement cards. Excuse me. So I feel like this has something to do with the commitments that you've made in the past, healing past them. But these are the initiation. Like I'm getting this message, like whatever happened in 2024 and in the past further of that, those were like the initiation. Like if you didn't experience those trying or testy connections or commitments or lessons, you wouldn't be able to prepare for the type of person with the King of Pentacles. So whether this King of Pentacles essence or energy, though, they don't have to be an earth sign, but this is like someone that is a dedicated, devoted partner, very reliable. They might be a little bit practical at times, but they're the most reliable. The connection with them is built from the ground up, so it may take some time. It is going to take time for this person to maybe open up, or if not open up, then just kind of to reach that place of, it's not going to be a rush. It's not a love bombing situation where you can't catch your breath. Okay. You can't catch your breath with those type of connections that move in very quickly and love bomb you, or where you don't know where you stand. This is a very, very down to earth energy and vibe. And this is a very tender, very loyal, very grounded, practical, stable connection with this person, or they operate in that. The only thing I would say is like the challenge may be around a person being a little, what we perceive as slow moving, slow building. They could even be stubborn, kind of fixing their ways, depending on like their own personal energy. But earth energy is very rooted and grounded. And sometimes like if the person is very comfortable in their essence, it's very hard to shift them out of that. But nonetheless, once this person is in love, or they love their person, or they're sure and certain, it's very hard to move this person's heart and shake it up and convince them that something else is better for them if they've already found who they wanted or believe that they have who they want. It's very hard to shake their ground. So this is a loyal partner that you're manifesting. And through this connection, you might be loving yourself in a way and giving back to yourself in a way that you feel like you gave away to others. Not just romantically gave to others, but gave to people, maybe family, friends, or just feel like your kindness was taken for a weakness, or just overextending or giving in your environments or work or whatever. You're pouring that energy back to yourself. You're finding that strength in what you have to offer, and the strength in your emotions, pouring back into you, that power back into you, and not looking at your situations as a loss or looking at things as a rejection anymore. And it's going to help you or assist you when it comes to manifesting the type of partner that will show up in a very healthy way. Um, yeah. So whatever the pain was, whatever the experiences, the choices that you made, you're learning to heal past those things, or seeing them as something that's going to initiate you into a healthier connection. It's like, if I wouldn't have experienced these things or made these choices or decisions, I wouldn't be able to learn from that. I wouldn't be able to be wiser. I wouldn't be able to um have that clarity of what it is that I deserve and what I want and what I need, and and vice versa, what I don't want and what I don't need. Okay. So yeah, this King of Pentacles energy is standing out to me a lot. I call him the Hierophant. So this could be like someone that you're meant to marry. Whether you meet them in 2025, you're definitely manifesting this energy and aligning, I should say, with this energy. Let me see. This card fell on the flow, or two. Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there could be a little bit of a worry or fear of, is this something that's going to really actually happen for me? Is this really going to manifest for me? And if it's a matter of like, how will I be able to discern who this person is? You'll know, because you'll be able to see the potential of growth because of what's there in front of you, not just a hypothetical thing like, oh, okay, I like this person, so hopefully there'll be this or that, or there'll be that type of person that I want, and blah, blah, blah. It's more so like, no, they have qualities that we can work and build upon. Like, I see the potential based off of the qualities and the things that they already have, the character that they already are, and the person that I am, the quality of the person I am, the character of a person I am. Like, we can work and we can build that. That's how you'll be able to discern who's worth investing in and who's not, who you can have potential growth with or not. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonates, makes sense to you, that this message is going to encourage you. So, yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure, sis. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'm going to send you much love. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a safe holiday. All the ladies, I hope you guys are safe and you guys have a happy New Year's. Okay, turn up, whether it's safely in your home. Have a good time. Be safe. All right. I think I'll be yeah, I'm gonna be on. I forgot. We got Ghetto Fairy Friday tomorrow. I forgot. How could I forget? All right, so Michelle, you're up next. Sis. Thank you for your patience, by the way. Thank you guys all for being patient. We are at 93.44, and I'll convert that later. Okay. So, Miss Michelle, you said that I predicted that this person would finally speak. So, or that you two would finally speak. So, what do you guys have upcoming? Like, what is this person's potential upcoming actions? Let's see. All right, so this person in question that Michelle is asking about, Divine Spirit. Person in question asked for permission to tap into these freaking cards. Hold on. I have to keep picking these mugs up. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. What is this person's potential upcoming actions? in regards to this connection, the situation with Michelle. Okay. I almost likely clarify, but let's start small with like the energies around this. I'm just keep it pretty simple for now. We don't want to do too much. So 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Page of Wands. This person's next actions, something around maybe trying to see how receptive you are or if you're open somehow to move forward. So maybe the last conversation that you guys had, maybe you expressed kind of like you were hurting, or this person kind of picked up that you were hurting, or that you um it's kind of like a heavy energy around this, like you didn't feel good about the situation. You may have not liked the way things ended, even if you had to end them. It's like, if I didn't have to go that route, I wouldn't have had done that, but I had to. Or if it was a mutual decision, or whatever the case may be, it was like I would have rather not have it end that way, or things end at all. So this was like an expression of heaviness. Hmm. So I feel like this person does want you to open up more to them, but they also want more of a like lighthearted energy. They're hoping that this past, whatever the heaviness is behind the two of you. They may want you to exhibit some sort of excitement or some sort of enthusiasm of what's to come. Let's see what else. Move, 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 move. Okay. Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's like I want you to kind of show more of where you're at with me, or like how open, how receptive you are to me. This person may still have hope for this. They may still want to pour into this connection. But it's like I want to see something coming from you. I don't know why I keep getting that. Like they want to see, it's like they want to see more from you. Like where's your energy stand with them? Hmm. So the next actions could be like, if you guys are still in communication, still talking, um, it's kind of like, let's warm you up. Let's get you out of your shell that you place yourself in, or if you're guarded towards me, like let's get you out of that. Let's kind of get you enthused, or let's see. There's a balance of air and fire with a little bit of water. So this could happen quite quickly, or there's some sort of action that's needed on one person's part through, or communication, some sort of communication expressing enthusiasm or an action. Why are these cards flying everywhere? Mm, hold on. The gardener, the burned bridge, and the life of the party. Yeah, it's like, let's try to restart this. Let's pour into this with the gardener. Let's try to replant something. Let's try to regrow what we have, or bring some life back into what may have thought to been dead. Or if I was in a negative space, I'm trying to come out and be more upfront, more fun, more lighthearted with the life of the party. It's like all these skeletons dancing in the background. The skeleton is like, I don't know if he about to hit the Billie Jean, the moonwalk, the Thriller. I don't know what the fuck he about to do. Like, um, but it's like, let's bring more of a lighter energy, and they want you to open up or show like some sort of enthusiasm or fun. So I'm not getting a lot of heavy conversations. Like if it's like you want to get to the root of something or have a deep conversation to kind of clear the air. I don't see that this is their focus or their aim or their method that they want to try. It's like I would rather put that behind us, and let's like focus on maybe more of a lighter energy. Or I want you to show more of enthusiasm. I don't want you to approach this from a seriousness or stiffness or fear or worry or discussing like what has bothered you, because they know that something has bothered you or you've said it. It's like they can sense the heaviness. They can sense like a sense of pain or something coming from you, or that you feel disappointed in this person. With the burned bridge, it's like um it's they're not sure. Like, I don't feel like this person believes that you're done with them. I don't get the sense of that, but it's like something that almost could have been destroyed or should have been destroyed. It wasn't. So it's like, let's like celebrate the fact that it didn't get to that point. Let's pour into this. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the fire going. Let's not let it burn out or die out. So that's what I'm seeing as far as like their next actions is more so. I don't know how this will be channeled. I'm kind of getting potentially through conversations in some kind of way, like trying to keep the conversations really light or maybe funny or laugh or make plans or do something fun or exciting, or again, just make a lighthearted conversation, make light of a situation, not getting too deep, not getting to the nitty gritty of something. It's like, let's not talk about that. We acknowledge that it's there and that it happened, but let's not focus on that. That's kind of the energy I get from this. Whether that's something that you appreciate or you don't appreciate, that's just, what I'm getting, to shoot the messenger. But this feel like this can be an energy within days or weeks, not too much long time, or just like over the course of days and weeks, like a short amount of a time or span, really. Okay. All right. So, Miss Michelle, I don't know if you're still watching. Hey, Alexis. No, it's still open. If you're still interested, that was my last one. Oh, excuse moi. Nope, you're good. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. So if Alexis, if you're still interested, I'll wait and I'll come right back and get some. I'm gonna just get some water and some ice. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Thank you for your patience. All right, sir. Just gonna wait on Alexis and then we'll get started. Yeah, if anyone else is interested, the list is still open. I will add timestamps to each and everybody's name. So you guys can come back and watch your reading. If you don't want to sit through this entire thing, I understand that. Come back and watch this, post the live. And don't forget to Leave if you feel comfortable. You don't have to. It's not necessary. If you want to participate and leave, what was your biggest blessing and lesson for 2024? If you want me to shout you out and you don't mind, let me know. Share a testimony. Just it's kind of like a gratitude thing, just to reflect over the year and the blessings. Hey. I don't do Apple payments on here. Only Cash App or PayPal. Yeah, I don't do the Apple Pay. Mm-mm. Yeah. You're welcome, Michelle. Have a safe holiday. Enjoy yourself, whether you're indoors or outdoors. Be safe and have a good time. Yeah. I'm sorry, sis. Okay, so Alexis, let's get your timestamp. My stomach's growling. If y'all hear it, just ignore it. Let me see. We are at 105:56. Let's do 106 minutes. I gotta convert that time. The 106 minutes is 1 hour and 46 minutes. Okay. 1 hour 46 minutes. Okay. All right. So Alexis, your questions. You wanted to know, how did your last text message make blank feel? You text them on Christmas Day. And secondly, what is your love forecast for January 2025? 2025. Okay. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. And I didn't see, Christina, your comment. That's very interesting. You said a person's moon sign shows where their mother was emotionally, where they were carrying their baby. So Aries moons means a mom was brave and fearless during their pregnancy. Yeah, that was a very testy. I'm not gonna lie. Like there was a lot of trauma, and I tried to I connected with my baby. I still was happy to have my baby. I was planning for the future of her, but like the relationship I was in at the time, that was very stressful for me. It was a lot. Yeah. All right, let's clear the energy out. Alexis, the last text message that you sent this person, how did they feel about the text message they received from you on Christmas Day? How did this person, in particular, divine source, God, spirit, feel about Alexis' text message to them on Christmas Day? How did they feel? Dang, my stomach is just growling. It's just like I ate, so I don't know what's wrong with her. The digestion. Okay. Let me pull one more. This person, it was like they felt a good energy coming from you. It felt like warming to receive a message from you. They might have been, I don't feel like this person was working, but maybe they were like they had their hands full, or let's say for instance they were like with family, so maybe they were doing a lot of different tasks. It's like they were kind of busy. Um I do feel like they might have been around people, or like a small group of people. There was a little bit of defensive like energy, like should I respond, should I not, or how should I respond if I do. Um this, as a result, maybe this left you in your head. I don't know. Like maybe this person didn't respond back, or their response kind of left you confused, or just kind of feeling like, okay, now what? Or should I have done that? Should I have said that? Even if they responded or not, it's like the result is kind of the same of like, should I have said this? Should I have done that? Like, not really 100% sure of yourself, but I feel like your energy, it did relate to them as like very warm. a warming energy, like you were in a good space when you sent it. It didn't feel heavy or pressuring to receive this message from you. It just feels like wherever this person was, they might have had a lot of tasks, or they were kind of stressed out from the day itself, or whatever was going on. And like I said, they could have been overly stimulated. They had people around them, and their energy felt kind of like closed, or just like, okay, I received it. I don't know what to do. And they might have had like a lot of text messages or something, or a lot of communications to respond to, and they might have been overwhelmed about responding to people, or just kind of like, oh, I'll set it here for now, and then maybe I'll come back to it later. I get grumpy energy, or just like not in a social mood, or just overly stimulated emotionally or socially. Mm. But yeah, they felt like it was a warm energy to receive that text message from you. Like they didn't feel anything negative towards you or against you. I feel like it's more so like where they're at could have played a role into a lack of response, or a response that was given. It, yeah. Mm. But yeah, I wouldn't like read into too much of it, because I feel like with the temperance card at the bottom of the deck, it was divinely timed. It was like you were guided to do that. There could have been some sort of healing energy. Maybe this person needed that. This person could have received other text messages, or maybe received other phone calls and stuff that day, or um, it might have been just like stuff that was like from people just texting, like a group text, or just like, oh, okay, whatever. All these people, okay, that's nice, thank you, whatever. But they weren't expecting your text message, I don't think. Yeah. All right. So, wow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Based off of my moon sign, the lone child, that makes a lot of sense with my relationship with my mother. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of hella lot of sense. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I like that. Never thought of it that way. So I'm wondering, is the Mars like the relationship to the father, perhaps, maybe? What your Mars is? Okay, so Alexis, let's see. What is your love forecast for January 2025? Oh, shit. Like the cards was waiting for this one. Like, let's get to this one. Let's get it. Okay, these cards all fell out. So I don't want my cards in reverse. Okay. King of Wands, Ten of Cups. Let's take these. Romantic forecast, love forecast for January 2025. Spirit, what's the potential energy surrounding love for January 2025 for Alexis' life, her energy, her love, her romance? Five of Cups, Chariot, Nine of Cups. You have a lot of water energy, a lot of it. King of Swords. So, ooh, it could be around like Aquarius Pisces season, a lot of water. So you only have one fire, one air, and the majority, the rest of your cards are all water. So Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. Five of Cups is Cancer. The Chariot is also Cancer, and the Nine of Cups is Pisces. So this could be something. The Sun is your father. Okay. The the energy around your love life in January, I do feel like you could have like a decent amount of like energy exchange with a particular person that you're very attracted to. There could be some like positive moments where you feel really good, you feel really high. And then it's like when things kind of dissipate, it might kind of slow down a little bit. You might even feel like this person is kind of selfish, like they benefit more from your energy and the connection with you than you benefit from their energy and the connection with them, if that makes sense. So you might feel at a crossroads with a particular person. You might feel like this person is hot and cold. King of Wands and King of Swords are like heavily like two different contrasts of energy. Fire and air is like um the warmth, a season of warmth and in a season of coldness. It's kind of like what I'm getting. So there's this energy of like somebody being real fun, and like it's like a cool, chill vibe, fun, exciting, sexy, adventurous, playful, maybe even impulsive. Um, there's like this unknown, like, but I'm looking forward to the unknown. It's unpredictable, but then the predictability of it is like this person seems to kind of bring this spark and then they fall flat. They continue to fall flat. So it could be a clarity or truth around a situation with the person, like maybe seeing something about them, their character, their energy, and you might be wanting like a little bit more from this person as I need you to be more reliable. I need you to be more consistent. I need this connection to be more consistent. I need you to show up in a way that I can trust, because it seems like you show up for the fun, or you show up when you're in a good mood, or you show up for the sexy times, or like the free, the freedom and the, the lighthearted, playful, free spirited energy. But when it comes down to the seriousness, it's like you get really cold and you don't show much emotion. It's like this person can show up passionately, and they maybe even to show up in a way that's very rational and maybe like a little too raw, too like of a realist, but they lack the emotion, they lack the stability, they lack the reliability sometimes. It's like too unpredictable, two-faced energy almost, but not two-faced in the sense where they talk about you behind your back or whatever, but like what they show you is not completely sound and consistent. So there could be some issues around that, like this person. And I feel just intuitively what I'm getting from this, like you are going to get tired. It's going to be a point where I feel like you're going to start evaluating the pros and the cons seriously. It's not just like an observation of, I like this about them, but I don't like this about them, or I like this about the situation, but I don't like this about the situation. It's more so like really honestly and truthfully, um, with a clear conscience of like, what is it that you're getting, what you're seeing. Because there is a little bit of like selfishness here. Someone definitely benefiting off of the connection more than the other. And you have the World card at the top of the deck and the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there's a light that's going to be shed upon the reliability of this connection around January. And like I said, Aquarius season going into Pisces season, that's a very significant time for you just in general. So you might, again, like I feel growing tired to like really being serious about, okay, what's going on? What do I need to do? What is this that I'm seeing? And how do I move forward on this? Like, what's the practical plan? Yeah. Because the World card is like closures, but it's also a victory and a triumph. So whatever you proceed to do that's in the best interest of what's healthy for you, you're going to be successful in that, whatever that is. But you got to think about what's of your highest good. Like, yes, it's good to consider others, but there's a point where there can be too much consideration of others to where you don't even consider yourself enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an imbalance. Okay. Yeah. So whoever this energy, it's almost like it's two different people, but it's not. I'm gonna tell you how weird my mind works and how my intuition works. It's crazy, but like, you see how the King of Wands is an African descent person, and then the King of Swords kind of like a blonde-haired, maybe Caucasian European person. The Nine of Cups seems to be a blend, almost like a biracial man. So it's like these two energies combined, and this Nine of Cups to me is giving like the energies that this person gives and what they don't give. It blends into the selfish energy. Like, I show up very passionately and fun, and it's like sexy, we're having a good time, but they can also be like a little cold and not that emotionally attached, or make you question or doubt. I can tell you what I want and what I don't want, but it's all based off of like their energies that they exude or what they give. It's coming from a very self-centered place, not in the place of considering what you want. So it could feel that way with the King of Wands, with the Ten of Cups. It's like we're both benefiting off of this. But this fairy is dancing with a rat. So whatever this is that you experience, it's not as um up and up as it seems, because I feel like this is not nothing new. This is like a cycle, but to the point where with the Chariot, it's like, okay, what direction are we going in? Because whatever we're getting at, we're not going anywhere with the energies that we're both in. It's not connecting, it's not aligning. So what's up? That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's the readings. I don't know if anyone benefited from that, but okay. So I think that was the last read for the night, Alexis. You're welcome. You're welcome, sis. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe. Um, if you guys have left what you're grateful for and what your blessings, I'm gonna do a raffle and I'll put it in the community tab tomorrow and I'll reveal. I'm gonna do something for y'all. I appreciate y'all for being brave and showing up. Like I said, you don't have to, but for those of you that did share that, I appreciate that. So it was Michelle, or sorry, Christina. Sorry, sis. Christina, I believe Zayna, or Elsena Mars, Samantha, right? So thank you for sharing those things. I'm gonna do like something for y'all, probably just for everyone. That I'm not gonna do a raffle. I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna do. So let me make sure I write y'all names down so I don't forget. Um, but yeah, I appreciate y'all for sharing, because I know that it's nobody's business what you've been going through, what lessons you've learned, and what blessings, but it helps for you to reflect too, like for you to center into that and remind yourself, and maybe even just inspire somebody else to be a testimony. And like Christina said, she resonated with everybody's resolution. So and reflection. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate you too, sis. Thank you. Um, but yeah, I'm going to let you guys know in the community tab tomorrow. I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna do. So that has been a pleasure here for us on our last happy hour. Yeah, we was chatting tonight. I appreciate that. Thank you for y'all that all joined in and like dropped a comment and just stopped by or said hello or what have you and donated tonight. Thank you. Y'all didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for Ghetto Fairy Fridays. I look forward to that as always. As y'all know, it's fun over there. Um, so stay posted, keep up with the chat so you guys know what I'm doing. And during that live, what the theme is going to be and all that fun stuff. And yeah, until the next one, peace.